All right, so come to sit. Come to sit in any comfortable position that works for you. Hello, Eugene, nice to see you. Welcome. Hi, Jane. Lovely to see you. It's really heartwarming to see you all and to get to spend some of this time together. Yuko, nice to see you too. Go ahead and close your eyes. Connect with your breath. Connect with your body. Recognize that you connect with the present moment through sensation, through breath in your body, and that, yeah, this is where your life is actually happening. I love that in yoga we're training, I believe ultimately we are training resiliency. We're training our ability to rise and meet the challenge. We're cultivating our strength, our fortitude, our ability to meet life on life's terms, which is often not how we would like it to be necessarily, and yet so many things we don't really have any control over. So fortify yourself, gain confidence in yourself, gain courage. Yeah. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed if you like, or allow them to softly open. Release your chin toward the notch of your throat. Roll the left ear over to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin through center, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale here. Soft jaw over to the left. Inhale. Exhale over to the right side. Breathe in here. Exhale, chin through center, left ear to left shoulder. Stay here. Broaden the collarbones. The top of the right shoulder drops. If you like, pick the left hand up, bring it over top of your head. Just a little bit of encouragement, no bullying here. If you'd like, you could bend the right elbow and tuck the hand up the back body. And breathe into the side ribs. Breathe into the upper ribs, upper lungs, and see if you can coast the eyebrows away from center. Inhale here. Release both hands, so gently roll the chin through center and let the right ear lob over to the right shoulder. Fan the collarbones wide. If you like, pick the right hand up, place it over top of your head, a little bit of encouragement. If you'd like, the left elbow could bend and the hand could drift up the back of the body. Over and over again, returning to right now, right here. Every time you come back, there might be a vibrancy to it, an immediacy to your experience. Release your hands down, roll your chin to center, and let's go ahead and lift the face up. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. You may still be sitting on a height, maybe not. Press your feet in towards each other and feel like your knees stretch out to the sides. Feet in, knees out. Feet in, knees out. And then bring your left hand onto your left thigh. You can kind of just bring the right hand behind you. With your left hand, anchor the left thigh down. With your internal powers, look at the right thigh. See if you can reach the right knee out and down. So activating, firing up the adductor muscle group. Press the foot in, relax your jaw, relax your brow, and we'll change sides. So the right hand will anchor the right thigh, and the left, your inner strength works to anchor the left thigh. As you open different parts of the body, be aware of how the breath moves and if it gains access to parts maybe it hasn't reached for a while. And then go ahead and you can keep your hands behind you to tilt yourself forward. It's super, super early in this practice. If you would like to take hold of your feet or your ankles, go ahead and do that. And reach yourself forward. Let this be just kind of taking your temperature. How does this feel in your body? I love to visit poses early and then hopefully visit the same poses later to notice what has shifted on the mat. And then go ahead and lift yourself up. Now, what I'm about to suggest, if you can't do it, cross your shins. If it doesn't work for you, no problem, simply cross your shins. I came off of the support, you might do that too. See about taking the left knee, fold the left knee in and abduct the thigh. So we could call this an abducted or open half Virasana. Maybe your calf flesh needs to roll out to the side. Bring the right foot to the inside top of the right leg. And just notice if this left hip is lifted. See if you could anchor it down. We'll inhale the arms out and up. And then exhale, make football goal posts with your arms. Inhale the arms back up, like you're pulling a lat bar down. Drag it down, so really engage your muscles. Inhale your arms back up. A little super slow motion, drag your arms back down, and now wrap the right arm across the chest, bring the left arm on top. Walk your fingers towards each other and lift your elbows up. Giving yourself a hug because boy, do you need it. Boy, do you deserve it. Let your elbows cross the midline, let your elbows drift forward. Stay here holding your shoulder blades, or maybe lift up your hands. The backs of the hands might touch or the palms might touch. Feel how the elbows lift, and at the same time, the tops of the shoulders drop. And maybe the forearms can move away from your face. Lift your rib cage higher. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay here. Well, see if you can twist even more to the right. Turn your face to the right. Elbows up, shoulders down, forearms forward. Maybe you can twist even more to the right. Turn your eyes to the far right corners of the sockets. Soft jaw, soft brow. Stay twisting, keep twisting. Unravel your hands, your arms. Right hand finds the ground, left hand finds the right thigh. Sit up really tall, feel elegant. Connect with your inherent dignity. Fan the collarbones wide, exhale, peek all the way over the right shoulder. There's a regalness here. Don't miss it. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, peek over your left shoulder. Fan the collarbones wide. The hand that's behind you is the right one. Inhale the right arm up alongside your ear. Turn the palm in to face like the center line and lean over to the left. You may not lean far. Maybe this left hand can kind of slide the right thigh away a little bit. Be attentive to this left knee. Let's bring this left hand to the side. Lean as much as you'd like or are able. Integrate the arm bones. Keep the neck soft, the jaw, the face easy. And exhale, swivel your torso down. So the right ribs roll in toward the left thigh. Your two arms go long. You might even walk your right hand more to the left, like the right palm could stack on top of the left hand. Press into the floor with the hand, ground the right sitting bone. So you're breathing into the lower back. Start to walk your hands forward, come to center. Fold over your folded legs. Hi, Joe, good to see you. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your tongue. Walk your hands back in. Now, if you have your left leg in this half Virasana situation, hold the shin. So you like squeeze your leg bones together like chopsticks so that you can roll the hip to swivel the foot to the floor. That way the knee stayed flexed the whole time. Keep this right knee bent. Lift it up and bring it in and abduct it to the thigh. So the left foot finds the inside top of the right leg. Or conversely, if this doesn't work for you, then cross your shins with the other foot in front. If you can sit like this, you might lean back and roll your calf flesh out. Again, see if you can root the right sitting bone. Let's inhale the arms out and up. And exhale like you're pulling a lat bar down. Give yourself resistance. Inhale your arms back up. And exhale, pull down. So you're activating the muscles. We're not just stretching in yoga. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, drag down. And now wrap left arm across the chest, right arm on top. Walk your fingertips toward each other. Lift your elbows up. Drift your elbows forward. Soften your neck. Direct the breath into the back of the heart. Stay right here or lift your fingertips. Maybe the backs of the hands touch, maybe the palms touch. If your elbows are crossing, let them continue to cross. Lift the ribs, lift the elbows, shoulder tops down. Exhale, rotate to the left. Stay here, inhale. Maybe you can twist even more. Turn your face to the left. Relax your jaw. Rotate even more to the left. Turn your eyes all the way to the left. Elbows up, forearms forward. Go ahead and unwind your arms. Twist here, twist to the left. Fluff open the inner armpits. Feel like your ear tips lift to the sky. And even as the whole torso twists to the left, feel your right armpit chest reach off to the right. Keep your torso twisting to the left. Exhale, peek over your right shoulder. Collarbones wide, elegant, dignified. Pick up the left arm and lean over to the right side. Let this left palm face downward, which is really about the tricep tucking in. See about bringing the right hand to the right side. Maybe you can lean a little bit more. Feel how you can stretch away and integrate at the same time. And then swivel your rib cage, your arm down so you lengthen over your right thigh. Walk your hands further away. You might even walk your left hand to the right. So your palm presses on top. Ground into the floor, ground the left sitting bone and drop your chin. And breathe. And go ahead and walk your hands to center. Fold over your interestingly folded legs. Press into the floor so your sitting bone stays grounded. Breathe into your lower back. Walk your hands back in. And pause for a moment. Hold if you've got this half Virasana situation, once again, hold the leg bones, swivel the foot to the floor, and let's shift onto hands and knees. Coming onto hands and knees here, stack your wrists beneath your armpits, track your knees beneath your hips, spread your fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, let the tailbone lift, the belly soften, broaden the collarbones, lift up your face. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, hollow the abdomen, release the chin. Inhale, sink the belly, collarbones wide, lift your face. Tuck the tailbone, suction cup the navel, ground the palms, drop the chin. Sink the belly, open the collarbones, lift your gaze. Tuck your tailbone, hollow out, press into the floor. Inhale, sink the belly, open the collarbones, lift up your face. Tuck your toes under. Drift your sitting bones back. So drift your sitting bones back. Your toes are still tucked. Do your best to get the outside edges of your feet straight up and down. And then walk your hands forward, maybe a handprint or so. Ground into the floor with the hands and plug your upper arm bones in. Release your head down. As you inhale, just kind of ground the hands, integrate the arm bones and lift your face. It's a small movement. And then exhale, your fingers slide away, your forehead comes down. Ground into the palms, integrate the arm bones, let the face lift up. Exhale, the fingers slide modestly away, let the forehead drop. Press down, lift up, let's shift all the way forward. Shift forward so your chest is forward of your fingertips. Exhale, plunge the chest between the thumbs. Stretch your chin to the floor. Shrug your shoulders up and back, narrow your elbows. Press into the floor with the hands, slide to your belly. Point your toes. All 10 toenails on the ground, engage your thighs. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Draw your elbows towards each other. Let's lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, bring your forehead down to the ground. Chin to throat, inhale. Let this be like a neck roll. Lift your head last.
Exhale, forward and down, forehead to the floor, chin to throat. Inhale, lift up, elbows in, heart rises. Exhale, lower back down. We'll do that again. Lift up. Now stay here, elbows towards each other. Reach up through the heart. Lift your hands a couple of inches. Relax your buttocks. Shrug your shoulders, narrow your elbows. Maybe your heart could lift a little higher. Exhale your head down. Shift through hands and knees, palms back on the floor. Shift into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, wiggle your hips. Yeah, trust yourself, not that much to look at here. And keep your ears open, your heart open, and trust yourself to follow the instruction. Good, yeah, pedal out your feet. Nod your head a little bit side to side. Bend your knees and take a stroll, walk forward, walk to the top of the mat. When you get there, stay folded forward, hold on to opposite elbows. Nod your head, yes. And shake your head no. Now, if you would like to, you could hold on to your ankles or your shins. Maybe give a little bit of engagement of your biceps, of your abdomen, and draw your torso closer to your thighs. Sitting bones lift. If it would feel nice to lace your hands on the base of the skull, do that. A little encouragement there. Tuck your chin in and roll your head a little bit side to side. Release your hands, soft knees, heavy head. Roll all the way up to standing. Let your head be the last thing to float up on top of your spine. Step your feet where you like them for Tadasana. That might mean your feet come to touch, or that might mean your feet are a couple of inches apart from each other. But feel firm, feel really rooted. Shift forward and back, shift side to side. Find a place where you are evenly distributing the weight on the four corners of each foot. And from that rootedness, lift up your arches, zip up your inner thighs, lift up the pelvic floor. Feel the heart rising like the sun at dawn, the tops of the shoulders cascading down the back body. Love how you feel. Feel the breath. Feel your vitality, maybe like sparkling sunlight on water, like fireworks inside. Do everything you can to unleash the vitality within your body. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, press your palms, lift your gaze. Trace the midline of the body, fold deeply in half, exhale, Uttanasana. Long spine, halfway up, soft neck, easy brow. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Exhale, lunge the left leg long behind you. We'll stay in this lunge. Inhale, the shin stays bent, the face lifts up. As you exhale, move towards straightening the front leg. Plug the thigh bone in. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach the heart up, drive the left heel back. Exhale towards straightening the front leg. Bend the knee, inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale towards straightening the leg, breathe here. Now for just a couple of breaths, let your right outer hip shift out to the right. Kind of pivot to the right a little. Your torso moves even modestly toward the inner right thigh. So really feeling the adductor muscle group. Engage the quadriceps. Now go ahead and pivot the left hip point forward, tug the right outer hip back. Now you'll feel more of your hamstring muscle group. You might even lift the toes, lift the ball of the foot, like your heart comes toward your foot. Notice if your shoulders are jacked, if your jaw is tight. Let's go ahead and bend the right knee, find the lunge, lift the heart up. We'll pour weight into the left hand, inhale the right arm out and up. So taking a twisting lunging pose here. Lift up through the fingers, roll the wrist, windmill the arm if that would feel delicious. Go in one direction, the other. If you love drifting the arm around behind you, maybe the right hand goes in search of the left hip or thigh. Stay here, open the chest, release the left ear toward the left shoulder. all while pressing the right heel back and lifting your heart. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Right hand to the ground. Come to downward dog. Split the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee. Roll the thigh around a few times. Roll the ankle. Squeeze the toes. Stretch the leg. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, travel forward. Find a high plank pose. Exhale, descend your knees, your chest, your chin, Ashta Pranam. Slither forward, small cobra, point your toes, tuck your chin, lift your heart. Head down, hips high. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale here. Yeah, really lift up your sitting bones. And tip your hip points forward. We'll inhale the left leg off of the floor. Bend the knees, circle the leg around, circle the ankle, squeeze the toes. Exhale, step the left foot by the left thumb. Drive your right heel back in space. Inhale here. Exhale, move towards straightening your front leg. Bend your knees, shin forward, your heart rises. Exhale towards straightening the front leg. Bend your knee, lift your heart, right heel back. Exhale towards straightening the front leg. And again, let your left outer hip pivot to the left a little. And let your torso come toward the inner left thigh. Squeeze the thigh muscles to the bones. Send the breath, send compassion, tenderness into any areas that feel tight. Go ahead and pivot the right hip forward. Tug the left outer hip back. Maybe lift the left toes, the ball of the foot. Plugging the thigh bone into the hip socket, squeezing the thigh muscles onto that bone. Plant the left foot, bend the knee, find the lunge. Pour weight into the right hand. Inhale the left arm out and up. Go ahead and windmill the arm a few times if that feels lovely. One direction, the other. If you love it, drift the arm around behind you. Go in search of the right hip or thigh. Fan the collarbones wide. Let the right ear fall toward the shoulder if that feels good. Sending the breath into any tight spots. Lift that left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, left hand to the ground. Step the back foot forward. Fold deeply in half. Squeeze your thighs, tuck your chin. Inhale, your arms sweep out and up. Press your palms, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale, your arms sweep out and up. Palms pressed, lift your gaze. Trace the midline of the body, fold in half. Halfway up, long spine, soft neck, open collarbones. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Step one foot, then the other back to plank. Breathing in plank here, fire up your arms. Roll your triceps in toward the midline. Lift the belly, lengthen the tail. Firm your arms up. Relax your jaw. You're welcome to continue with Ashta Pranam, or you could practice Chaturanga Dandasana with or without the knees. As you exhale, choose either Chaturanga or Ashta Pranam. Over the toes, inhale, it's upward dog or small cobra. Fan the collarbones, beam up the heart, head down over the toes, hips high, find downward facing dog. You know, every time we move through a vinyasa, you get to choose. Knees, chest, chin, small cobra, chaturanga, upward dog. You could choose to skip the vinyasa. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look past your hands. Step or hop or walk forward. Long spine, fold in half. Inhale, your arms sweep out and up. Palms press, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale to bend your knees, sink your hips, sweep your arms, Utkatasana. Sitting low, lifting your arms, lifting your torso, softening your neck. Exhale, stand up, fold in half, Uttanasana. Halfway up, long spine, collarbones wide. You can step or hop back. Exhale, move through a vinyasa or go right to downward dog. Beautiful. Lift your heart, head down, hips high. Let's inhale, stretch the right leg off of the floor. Exhale, step the right foot by the right thumb. Turn the left heel down. Rise up, face forward, find Virabhadrasana 1. For warrior 1, pivot your left rib cage, your hip point forward. You might have your heels in line with each other, or you might have a little width between your feet, like railroad tracks. Feel like you can zip up through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor, through the navel. And even take the bend out of the elbows. Reach up through your fingers. Inhale here. Swim your arms around behind you. Interlace your fingers. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Maybe your palms can even touch. Stretch your knuckles down. Peel your thumbs back. Still, left rib cage, left shoulder forward. Let's pivot the right foot to the right an inch or two. And exhale, hinge forward. So your ear comes inside of your knee or your shin or your ankle. Your arms reach up and overhead. Keep your face easy. See if there's anything you could soften. Let's exhale both hands to the inside of this right foot. Wiggle your right foot to the right a little bit. Drive your left heel back. Pause here. Press the right foot down. Feel like the right shin moves forward. At the same time, drive the left heel back. And now the opposite with the hips. Let the left hip come forward, the right outer hip come back. You're welcome to keep your left knee up the whole time, or you could bring it to the floor, maybe to lift it again. We'll see about walking the hands forward. Maybe bend the elbows. Maybe your elbows find the floor or blankets or a block. For now, wrap this right knee in towards your armpit. If you have softened the left knee to the floor, you're welcome to tuck the toes and drive the heel back. Keep your face easy. Yep, not much to look at here. Keep turning your awareness inward, feeling your breath, listening for whatever your body has to share. Let's all bring the left knee to the floor. Let the right knee fall to the side. So the bottom of the foot lifts. It might be a little, it might be a lot, but don't move where the foot is in space. Walk your elbows to the left corner of your mat. So walk your torso away from your right knee. Some people like to take the right hand and place it on the right thigh and kind of open it out. Don't place it on the knee. Hand somewhere closer to the hip. Open the chest, maybe lift the right arm up. Give yourself a little yoga freestyle moment if you want to windmill the arm or drift the hand behind you or bend the back knee and reach for the foot. Wherever you are, be there. Release the foot, lift your right arm up, come back onto your hands. Walk your hands to center, ground the right foot to the floor. Tuck the left toes under. Drive the left heel back, breathe in. Exhale your choice, right to downward dog or through a vinyasa. If you lower, wait for the in-breath to lift you. Let the out-breath pick your hips back up to the sky. Inhale, stretch the left leg off of the floor. Exhale, the left foot by the left thumb. Turn the right heel down. Rise up, face forward. Find Virabhadrasana 1. Your heels might line up, or again, there could be like railroad tracks. Arms up alongside your ears. Pivot the right shoulder and rib cage forward. As the right hip pivots forward, ground the right outer heel. Over and over, discovering that we never do everything in only one direction in yoga. Spread the energy out. Inhale here. Swim your arms around behind you. Try lacing with the other thumb on top. Again, roll the shoulders up and back. Maybe the palms can touch. Knuckles down, thumbs back, heart beams to the sky. Wiggle your left foot to the left. Exhale, hinge forward. Get your ear inside of your shin or your knee or your ankle. As your arms drift overhead. And rather than accomplishing anything, experience this. Exhale, both hands to the inside of the left foot. Spin the right heel up. Walk the left foot to the left, even a little bit. The toes might turn out, so your knee tracks over the second and third toe. Enjoy like 2 or 3 breaths here. Feel really firm. Left foot down, left shin forward. Right heel back, neck long. The right knee can stay up or come down. Walk your hands forward. For now, keep wrapping that left knee in toward your armpit. And do your best to keep the spine long, the heart buoyant. Of course, if you want, you're welcome to drive the right heel back if you have softened it. Lift that knee up. And then from here, release the right knee if it's lifted. The left knee falls to the side. The bottom of the foot lifts, maybe just a little, maybe quite a lot. Walk your elbows to the right. Elbows or hands to the right. Maybe the left hand finds the left thigh. Again, don't put pressure on the knee. Come closer to the hip where you want the movement. Spin your chest to the sky. Maybe lift the left arm up. A little yoga freestyle movement, whatever feels delicious. Drift the arm behind you, bend the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, both hands forward, come up onto your hands. We'll ground the 4 corners of the left foot. Exiting this side a little bit differently. Tuck your right toes under. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Come down into a little squat. Bring your hands into prayer. See if your elbows can press into your thighs and squeeze out to the side so the neck is long. Collarbones wide. Maybe lift your toes. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the ground, sitting bones to the sky, standing forward bend. Turn your toes forward. Let's get the feet about 2 fists of distance from each other and find Padangusthasana. Wrap the first 2 fingers and thumbs around the insides and bottoms of the big toes. Extend the spine forward. Exhale, fold in half. So keep hugging the thigh muscles onto the bones. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Lovely. Be really committed to the fingers lifting and the toes pressing. You could stay right here. This is a beautiful place to breathe. Or inhale about halfway up. Slip your hands beneath your feet, toes to wrist creases, long spine here. Exhale, fold in half. Imagining a center line, an imaginary center line in the middle of the thighs. From that center line, roll the inner thighs back. Good, soften the skin at the base of the neck. And release the toes. Yeah, you could wiggle your feet all the way to touch. Release the toes, step off of the hands, fold in half. Bend your knees, sink your hips, sweep your arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Bring your hands into prayer. Spin the bottom ribs around, turn the navel to the spine. Sink your sitting bones. Come back to center. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the right elbow, turn the belly. Keep the neck soft, the face easy. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to stand, hands in prayer. Let's bend the knees, sink the hips, sweep the arms, Utkatasana. Stand up, fold in half, exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway up, long spine here, reach the heart forward. You might step, you might hop back. Exhale with or without the knees. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. You could go right to downward dog. Follow the breath. Be kind to your body with your choices. Yeah. Inhale, stretch the right leg off of the ground. Exhale, the right foot between the thumbs. Turn the left heel down. Heel to heel or heel to arch. Let the left arm lift you right up into Warrior Two. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2, it's heel to heel or heel to arch. Arms out to a T, gazing toward the middle finger of the right hand. Shoulders down. Grounding the right foot, feel like you spin it, like you pivot the foot to the right. Like you could zip energy up through the arches, through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor. Feel your inherent, undeniable connection with the planet, with Mother Earth. Flip the right palm to the ceiling, stretch up and back. Use the exhale to straighten the front leg. We'll head into triangle pose. The right leg stays straight. Lift your torso up. The right fingers pivot or tilt toward the top of the mat. Your sitting bone shifts toward the left inner thigh. Right arm down, left arm up. Finding Uttita Trikonasana. Do your best to get lots of length on the right side of the body. Tuck in your chin, look up toward your thumb. Actively as you can, feel the left hip, anchor the left outer heel. The more grounded you are through the back leg, maybe the more you can reach the crown of the head toward the top of your mat. Spin the bottom ribs around. Anchor into the feet. Let the left arm lift you all the way up to standing. Exhale your hands to your hips. Look at your left foot. That's the one at the back of your mat. Turn your left toes toward the back corner of your mat. Keep looking at the left foot. That's the knee we're going to bend. Come down towards Skandasana. So see if you can lift the right toes off the floor. Your hips might stay kind of high. Maybe you can come down. Maybe you can come down so that you're, you've got like a half squat here. The left arm could open the left thigh to the side. The right arm might lift to the ceiling. Maybe the right arm tucks around the body. The hands find each other tucked around that left shin. Wherever you are, breathe. Inhale here. Release. Look at your right foot. Start to bend the right knee. Frame the right foot with both hands. Walk this right foot toward the left wrist. Bring your shin, your ankle, your knee to the ground. Raja Kapotasana. Lift your heart up here. Exhale, fold forward. You might walk your hands forward. Yeah, gorgeous. Flooding the body with breath. Unleashing your vitality. Cultivating your own resiliency, your ability to meet life on life's terms. Walk your hands under your armpits, press into the ground, lift your torso. Exhale, downward dog. You could split that right leg if you want to. If any of you just love to do that thing that people call flip the dog, you could take the right foot. Let's see about bringing it to the ground by the left. Press into that left foot, beam your heart up to the sky. The right arm floats up to the ceiling. What? I know. Come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg off of the ground. Exhale, the left foot between the thumbs. Turn the right heel down. Heel to heel or heel to arch. The right arm lifts you into Warrior Two. Good, yes, zipping up, drawing energy from the molten center of the earth. Gazing over the middle finger of the left hand. Bend the knee deeply. Do your best to level out your pelvis. Feel the right inner thigh pull back, the left shin move forward. Flip the left palm to the ceiling, stretch up and back. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Coming toward triangle pose, the torso lifts. Left fingers tip you forward. This left sitting bone shifts toward the right inner thigh. Left arm down, right arm up. Fan the collarbones wide. Keep the neck easy. Feel the right heel anchored from the hip. Lots of length on the left side of the body. Let the right arm lift you all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips. Look at your back foot. That's the right foot. Turn the right toes toward that back corner of your mat. Keep moving toward the back of your mat, or toward that side. Bend the right knee. Come down towards Skandasana. You might be kind of hovering a little. You might get lower. Use this right arm. Open the shin to the side. Maybe you can flex the left foot. Bring the toes off the ground. Maybe you lift the left arm up. You might even tuck the arm around behind you, the right arm around the shin. See if the two hands can meet. More important than bending deeply is breathing deeply. Nothing to achieve, everything to experience. No possibility of failing. Go ahead and release your hands. Look at your left foot. Start to bend the left knee. Frame the left foot with both hands. Lift the right heel off the floor. Walk your left foot toward your right wrist. Plant the shin, the ankle, the knee. The right leg goes long behind you. Go ahead and walk your hands forward. Raja Kapotasana. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Walk your hands under your armpits. Press into the ground, lift your torso. Tuck the right toes, exhale, downward dog. Maybe you split the left leg, roll it around a little. You might bend this left knee and plant the left foot on the ground off of the mat to the right side. You could pour weight into that leg, into that foot, pick the left arm up, beam your heart to the sky. And come back, find downward facing dog. Inhale, travel forward, find a high plank pose. Exhale, lay your whole body down on the ground. Bring your arms alongside your body, turn your palms down, bring your forehead to the floor. Roll your upper arms open. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Yeah, keep your neck long, your chin tucked. Inhale, lift your legs off the floor. Your inner thighs lead the way. Inhale, lift your hands off the floor. Maybe you interlace your hands behind you, shrug your shoulders up and back. Maybe the palms can touch here, knuckles toward heels, thumbs off of the back. Lift your heart a little higher. Exhale, release. Pillow the hands or keep the arms long. Forehead or one cheek to the ground. Palms down, forehead to the floor, spin your chest open. Lift everything up, head, shoulders, arms, and legs. Stay here or bend your knees, capture your ankles, lift your thighs off the floor. Feet up, shins back, heart rising. Yeah, feet up, shins back. Breathe under the armpits, into the collarbones. Lovely. Exhale, release. Roll over onto your back. Final back bend for this practice. So we'll bring the feet to the floor, arms alongside the body, at least to start. Lift your hips up, come into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Feet on the floor, press your hands, press your feet down, lift your hips up. Now you can lace your hands underneath you. Roll your upper arms under you, press your wrists down. If you like, release your hands by your ears. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Move toward lengthening your arms, coming all the way up, beautiful, into upward bow. Last back bend of this practice. So choose wisely. Nice. Tailbone long, face easy. As you're ready, climb back down. Widen your feet, as wide as your mat. Windshield wiper your knees. Draw your knees towards your belly. Roll through one side, come up towards sitting. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Bring your hands behind you. Press the feet in towards each other. Press the knees out to the sides. Let's inhale the left arm up alongside the ear. Exhale, the left hand finds the right thigh. Rib cage lifts, twist. Look over the right shoulder. Not the deepest twist, but hopefully a nice soothing balm on the spine. Fan your collarbones wide. Inhale here. Exhale the left hand back to the ground. Inhale the right arm up by your ear. Exhale, right hand to left thigh, not the knee. Lift up your ribs. Swivel around. Look all the way over your right shoulder. I'm sorry, your left shoulder. Inhale here. And exhale here. Bring the right hand behind you. Use your hands and tilt your torso forward a little bit. You can keep your hands behind you like a kickstand, or take hold of your ankles or your feet and feel how it feels now. We're not exactly done, not quite done yet, but certainly very different from when the practice first started. Press your feet in, stretch your knees out. Maybe your elbows can lovingly press back into your thighs. Inhale to sit back up. Bring your knees to the sky and stretch your legs out. Flex your feet. So flex your feet like you could from your groins reach out through your heels. And then the baby toe sides of the feet pull back in toward your hip sockets. Bring your hands behind you again. Use your hands to help your torso tilt forward. You might keep your hands behind you. You might bring your arms either out in front of you, or you could reach for your feet, maybe your big toes or your baby toe sides. We did so much today, you probably realize, for your groins, your inner thighs, this adductor muscle group. Very similar practice to those of you who practiced with me on Monday. Go ahead and walk your hands back in. Use your hands to bend your knees. And let's come into that shape where we started. See if you can bring this left knee into the half virasana. Maybe your calf flesh moves out. Abduct the thigh. So again, you could have the right foot to the inside top of the left leg, or if a half lotus works for you, you could bring this right ankle up onto your left knee. And then again, see if you can ground that left sitting bone. We'll lift up the ribs. Start to twist to the right. This right hand can drift around behind you. Maybe it comes to the floor. Maybe it finds the left hip. If you have a half lotus, maybe the right hand finds the big toe. Bring the left hand to the thigh and let the back of the hand kind of come toward the right thigh. Maybe your palm can even lean down toward the ground. Now fan your collarbones. For a breath or two, look over your right shoulder. Fluff open the armpits, and for a breath or two, tuck in your chin. Look over your left shoulder. And breathe. I never remember the name of this. It's twisting name of a saint pose. It's like Bar Varjar Dasan, something. Exhale, unravel, come back to center. This knee stays bent to bring the foot to the ground. This knee stays bent to swivel. Left foot to the inside of the thigh. Maybe the right foot comes back. And I didn't say it, I apologize. You could have a cross-legged position. Beautiful place to breathe. If you're coming here, lift up your ribs. Maybe you come toward a half lotus. Lift up your ribs, twist to the left. Your left hand might find the ground behind you. It might come toward the right hip. If you have a half lotus, you might bind the big toe. Let the back of the right hand slip under the left thigh. Fan the collarbones, a few breaths looking over the left shoulder. Lift up, feel so dignified. And then for a few breaths, tuck in your chin, peek over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, unravel. So keep the knee bent, bring that foot to the floor. Keep the knee bent, bring that foot to the floor. Feet on the floor, your hands behind you, like 6 inches, 8 inches back, shoulder distance apart. You could lengthen your arms, lift up with bent knees, reverse table, or if you prefer, your legs can go long, lift up into inclined plane. Wherever you choose, whichever you choose, your chin could stay tucked or your head might drift back. Lift up a little higher and exhale your sitting bones down. Lay your whole body down. Put on any socks or sleeves. Get cozy. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Yeah, if there's some small gestures your body is craving, help yourself. Lovely, yeah. I want to share something with you. It's sort of a poem or a reading. Written by Dzigar Control Rinpoche. So he's a Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist, and he's talking about the times we're living through. Reflections on the time. I'll read this, and if you don't want to listen, you know how to tune me out. He wrote, Reflections on the time. Love humanity. Stay in meditation. Open your heart and shut your mouth. Keep your hands on your lap or in your pockets and bow when you meet someone. If you hear fears of death and fears of sickness, reflect upon the 4 rivers of life. If not this sickness or death by this pandemic, death is anyways sure to come, mostly preceded by illness. What are we doing to prepare for that? Are you ready? If not, what can you do to ready yourself? Have you made up with all those whom you have conflict and disputes with? Have you cleaned out all the crust in your heart? Have you expanded your love to the world and people and animals around you? Have you increased compassion and kindness? Have you said, I love you, to your loved ones instead of assuming that they know? Have you tidied up all your loose ends? Have you become like a bird, ready to soar out from the sheltering boulder? If not, think of this time as an opportunity to prepare both now and for the long run. Humanity will survive, even if one does not. Birds will sing, frogs will croak, flowers will bloom, bees will mate. Let not this natural beauty of the coming season be passed over under the shadow of COVID-19. Enjoy the feeling. I don't know how it sounds on your end, but if you can feel the bell, not just hear it, but feel it. Feel your whole body resonant like a bell. Feeling fine-tuned, feeling harmonized. As you're ready, go ahead and make whatever gestures you enjoy en route to waking up. I often just like a hand on the belly and then the hand on the heart. Some people like to roll wrists and fingers, ankles and toes. If you'd love a good morning stretch, you could reach your arms overhead and kind of swivel from side to side like waking up from a nap. Like this whole practice was just a dream. Bend your knees as you're ready. Curl into a little ball on your right side. Give yourself a hug. Really mean it. Come up to sitting, returning to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reflecting on your practice, this possibility of cultivating resiliency, finding the fortitude, the courage, the confidence to meet life face on, head on, almost stripped bare, directly, having a vivid and intimate experience of your life rather than sheltering from it or fearing it or hiding out. Bring your hands into prayer, lift your heart and bow your head, and pause for a moment to reflect upon how fortunate every one of us is. Recognizing that at different times in our own lives, we'll be higher or lower, we'll be more energized or less. I love the possibility that when we have the energy, when we have the time, we could recognize that so many don't. And we could say, okay, right now I'm doing this for everyone. So that on days when you're not feeling so good, you could imagine that there was an energetic contribution coming to you from strangers. So if that's part of your ideology, if you enjoy the possibility that you could share the benefit of your practice with all beings, let that be part of your own aspiration, your own intention. Let's inhale together. And exhale. Slip your arms around behind you. With your right hand, hold your left wrist, your left thumb and forefinger touch. Beam your heart to the sky. And exhale, fold forward, sealing in your practice. Thank you so much.